Frankie from Flatbush reporting from Frankie from Flatbush headquarters on transformation. Yeah. What? Why we gotta talk about that, Frankie? I don't understand it. Well, everybody talking about culture and accountability and this, that, and the other thing for the Jets. So, what we actually need, as I was thinking about it, is to transform this entire organization, okay, from losers, losertons to winning winningtons. We need a transformation. Okay, well that's that sounds good, Frankie. How are you going to do that? Well, what are the actual steps that we need to take? Well, let's take a look at study. Somebody did a study. Yeah, they studied it. Yeah, take a look at this. All right, now McKinsey and Company. You may not be familiar with them, but they're one of the biggest consulting companies in the whole world. When companies want to do something, they're not sure what to do, they consult with McKinsey and Company, and then they do a report, they do a survey, they tell you, here's what we got to do. Now, in this case, it says losing from day one. Sound familiar? Losing? Yeah, that's what we got going on here. Losing from day one. Why even successful transformations fall short. So let's see what this can tell us about how we're going to transform our team, our organization, the New York Jets. All right, our latest transformations research, they do transformations research, confirms that success remains elusive and reliant on a holistic approach. So this is says we did this originally 15 years ago, and now we're gonna do another survey on it. Success remains the exception, even though we started studying this all that time ago. Value at stake. So this tells you this is what's at stake, and it tells you transformation success relies on a comprehensive approach that is more likely to be achieved when companies like the Jets take a great number of actions. Not just, you can't just do one thing, think you're going to transform. Okay. Now, um, accelerate the timeline, whether or not companies have been successful. Uh, okay. So this tells you half of the value is realized within the first 18 months. So we're talking about 18 months, 24 months. Okay. So that's good. It gives us a timeline. Um, now, it says here, okay, the potential for value loss in a transformation begins as early as day one, and the largest share of value is lost during implementation. It tells you it's got four phases: one, two, three, four. We got to do target setting. What do we want to achieve? We got to plan for it. Okay, we got to plan it out. What are we going to do? And then you implement the plan. Okay. And then you have post implementation going forward. And this tells you how much percent of loss there is. So there is a template for transformation of your company. Okay. McKinsey's been studying it for over 15, 20 years now. Everybody knows McKinsey. Okay. And so this is being done. Yeah, but what does this have to do with football? God damn it. Well, let's take a look here. What do we got here? From December 3rd, today at 4:01 p.m. Announcement: Washington Commanders name Mark Klaus team president. What has this got to do with anything? This is him over here. This is the new owner over here, right? Washington Commanders announced Mark Klaus has been named team president. All right, so what? Used to be with the Campbell's Company. All right, so he's the chicken soup guy here. All right. In Mark, we have found blah, blah, blah. At Campbell's, Klaus led a, guess what? Transformation. Same word. Transformation that reshaped the company's strategy. Okay, not going to sell as much chicken soup. We're going to sell more goldfish and so forth, whatever he did. Okay, he transformed, reshaped everything, and portfolio to fuel growth. Okay, does that sound appealing? Under his leadership, Campbell's Soup, okay, chicken soup over here, high performing culture. A high, do we need a high performing culture? I'd say so. With industry leading employee engagement and delivered consistently strong business results, which would mean W's for us and profits, while making a lasting impact on Campbell's communities. So you can see even football teams have an incentive to go through transformation. Here it is right here. They went and hired this guy out of the Campbell Soup Company. They said, "You got a good chicken soup noodle on your head, and we want you over here with the Washington Commanders. We need some different culture." Well, the Jets need that too, but who would be the right person? This guy's already hired. He's gone. Not coming here. So who can we possibly get? Well, Frankie has an idea. We'll talk about it next.
Hey there, ever dreamt of coaching in the big leagues? Well, hold on to your playbooks because this might just be your chance. Are you a football coach looking for work? The New York Jets, headquartered in beautiful Florham Park, New Jersey, could be looking for you. Do you enjoy answering to a boss who answers to the bean counters in an organization? Do you enjoy being told, "We can't afford him," when you make personnel suggestions for the roster? Are you someone who can only win with elite talent at every position on the football field? Can you thrive in a high-pressure, high-stress environment where the owner of the team may decide to fire you 5 games into the season without consulting his general manager or anyone else about the decision? Do you enjoy interacting with dirty journalists out to write clickbait, nasty articles about you to further their own careers? Would you enjoy living in a high-tax, terrible weather, women with mononucleosis state where every radio station plays Bruce Springsteen songs 24 hours a day? Well, then this could be an employment opportunity of a lifetime. Apply today at New York, but really NewJerseyJets.com.
All right. Well, listen, Mark Klaus this is fine and good. This guy here may be perfectly appropriate for the Washington Commanders. All right. He's out of corporate America. Campbell Soup Company knows how to eat a good bowl of chicken noodle soup. Excellent. Okay. Great for them. But we're the frickin' New York Jets. We can't just go get another one of these guys out of corporate America and expect he's going to transform the Jets. Are you kidding me? The Jets? So we need something extra. And I thought to myself, who could that someone extra be? And I think it's this guy right here, Tim Grover. And you're saying, who the hell is this, Frankie? What are you talking about? Tim Grover? What? Performance coach to champions, writes some books, speaks at some places. Now, has Tim Grover ever worked with any sports people, you might be asking? I wonder. Well, here he is speaking and so forth and so on. He's got all these little quotes and whatnot. Go down. All right. He's worked with all these companies. Amazon, you ever hear of them? Nike, Walmart, P&G, Johnson & Johnson, ever hear of them? Abbott, Honda, Gatorade. But what about sports teams? Okay, you got the Cubs, you got the Braves, you got the Dodgers, you got, I guess this is the Orioles. You got the New York Islanders, the Bears, the Raiders. So NFL Network. All right. So you got some of that. What else does he do? He got some books. Oh, look, he worked with Michael Jordan. He any good or does he stink? Tim Grover was by my side for 15 years. Michael Jordan. He any good? And knows more than anyone about building winners. Is that a good testimony from Michael freaking Jordan? Probably the greatest basketball player of all time. All right, but that's just one guy. Who else? Well, what about Kobe Bryant? How about that? Tim Grover is the master of mental toughness, Kobe said before his untimely demise. Should have taught him about helicopter flying, perhaps, but nonetheless. Tim Grover is the master of mental toughness. Do we need mental toughness or no? Yeah, it's the number one thing we need. Discovering what you're capable of achieving, getting results you never imagined, reaching the highest level of success, and then going even higher. So, can you have a better testimony than this? Kobe Bryant, he any good? All right, who else? Dwayne Wade. They call him Dwayne, but it's spelled Dwayne. Dwayne Wade, he any good? The guys who come to know Tim know he can take them to the next level and show them how to be the best at whatever they do, just as he has done for me. I have unbelievable trust and faith in him, says Dwayne Wade. And he any good? Did he do anything in basketball or what? Yeah, but that's basketball. Has he worked with any football players? Well, says here Jordan Bryant Wade, Charles Barkley, still basketball. Max Crosby, he any good? Aaron Donald, he any good? Or does he stink? Hundreds of champions in the NFL, MLB, all over the place. So my suggestion is we don't just hire this guy to come in and give a talk and give a pep talk. No, we need to hire him. We need to give him a 2-year contract. Millions and millions of dollars is going to cost. I would get this guy on the payroll and he comes in and he does whatever the fuck he wants. Whatever he tells us to do, we do it. And he's going to work with everybody. He's going to work with the owners. He's going to work with the accountants. He's going to work with the bean counters. He's going to talk with the ticket salespeople. He's going to talk to the dietitians, the people who work in the training room, training staff. He's going to work with our strength and conditioning people and also the athletes. He's going to implement whatever the fuck he wants. That's what he's going to do because we have no idea what we're doing, but this guy knows. And you think the athletes are going to be excited to work with him when they find out that we got on staff the guy who worked with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade? Hello. Not to mention Max Crosby and Aaron Donald. They're pretty good. So I think this is the only way. We have to change everything. We have to do everything differently. This guy's going to come in, whatever things he wants to do. We have to change the mindset of everybody in the organization from Woody down to the custodial staff. Everybody got to have a different mindset. The players, the coaches, the bean counters, doesn't matter who you are. We're going to get a Tim Grover training, whatever training program he wants to implement. Yes, it's going to cost millions and millions of dollars to get this guy. But I think this is the type of outside the box thinking we need to implement to get where we need to go. We're not going to just get there by hiring, just run of the mill people. We got to make a run at the best. And this is the best as far as I can tell. Who better? He worked with Jordan and Wade and Bryant. I mean, come on. Not to mention Max Crosby and Aaron Donald. I mean, let's go. Get this guy on the friggin' payroll. Whatever it takes, Woody. Whatever he names his freaking price, and he's going to lead our transformation. The Washington Commanders are doing a transformation with this guy. Okay, good. So you see, organizations in the NFL are doing this. This is not crazy. And the only thing is, we're going to get this guy. So it's going to be, and it's going to be whatever programs he wants. He gets to implement whatever he wants. He gets carte blanche. Come up with a total program for everybody, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. He does whatever he wants. So there you go. There's content you're not going to see anywhere else on the internet except the old Frankie from Flatbush channel. So let me know what you think, Tim Grover. We need something different. Oh, and also I forgot. Guess what else he's going to do? Guess what else he's going to do? Look at something here. Okay, yeah. Just one thing I forgot. Guess what else he's going to do? He's going to do live webinars, maybe 100 or 200 at a time with the fans. That's right. We need to change the mindset of the fans. He's going to work with the friggin' fans. I see you out there. There's some miserable SOBs who are Jet fans. We need a complete and total mindset shift of the fans as well. We're going to have a groundbreaking, first of its kind program where we have obviously voluntary, but who wouldn't want to participate? It's Tim Grover. He's amazing. Programs for the fans, mindset programs for the fans. This is brilliant. I'm sorry. Sorry. Tooting my own horn. Toot, toot. Ding, ding. I'm sorry. This is brilliant. We need mindset programming for the fans. Yeah, 100, 200 at a time. He again, and he would the motivation he would want to do this is once he sets this all up, he could then create his own curriculum that he could sell, as well. This is like an additional thing he could do, and it's a 2-year contract. He sets the whole thing up, and imagine if the Jets are successful. He can go to anybody and say, "Look, if I can make them successful, I can make you successful. Easy, no problem." So it's a beautiful thing. And he works on the fans as well, where he has 100, 200 people on a Zoom call at a time. He does those a couple times a month. And the fans start changing their mindset for the ones out there like you who are miserable and just want to complain all the time. Negative, negative, negative. Now, we get pretty negative on the live streams, but that's different. When the game's going on, emotions are all over the place. That I understand. But then beyond that, sometimes it gets a little crazy. All right. That's my big idea. What do you think? I know there's going to be a lot of people down there in the comments saying, "You're an idiot, Frankie. You can't do that." I know. I know how it goes. All right. Well, let me know anyways. And if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Trying to get up to 500 subscribers. I appreciate your help with that. Leave a thumb if you're already a subscriber. That really helps the algorithm. And as always, I will see you next time. And stay frosty.
Frankie from Flatbush rides the Brooklyn line. Got a swagger sharp like a vintage wine. Everybody knows his name from porch to stoop. Hustle and dreams in every loop. In the park he struts, hits the handball wall. Echoes hear the stories when the shadows fall. Got 1,000 tales and a confident grin. On the streets of Flatbush where legends begin. Frankie from Flatbush got the city glow, lighting up the borough with his every show. He's the heart of Brooklyn, never laying low. Frankie from Flatbush, always on the go. Bodega lights flicker when Frankie's near. He's got the rhythm, everybody cheers. Corner talks and sidewalk chalks his fame. In the Flatbush breeze you'll hear his name. Underneath the subway on the magic's real. Frankie's moves got that electric feel. From Atlantic Avenue to the urban hill, Flatbush Frankie's giving you a thrill. Frankie from Flatbush got the city glow, lighting up the borough with his every show. He's the heart of Brooklyn, never laying low. Frankie from Flatbush, always on the go. Bodega lights flicker when Frankie's near, lighting up the borough with his every show. He's the heart of Brooklyn, never laying low. Frankie from Flatbush, always on the go. Frankie from Flatbush got the city glow, lighting up the borough with his every show. He's the heart of Brooklyn, never laying low. Frankie from Flatbush, always on the go. Always on the go. Always on the go. Always on the go.